this edition of the Remington Park Update. Older horses are in the spotlight from the biggest night in Oklahoma racing. Part 2 of RP Champions Night is next. Let's begin with the $239,000 Heritage Place Derby, a Grade 2 race for 3-year-olds at 400 yards. Time trials were run on May 11th when Cardiac Cowboy, number 9 on the outside here, set the fastest time of all Derby finalists. Trained by Jason Olmstead, Cardiac Cowboy was already a graded stakes winner, having won the Grade 3 Valley Junction Futurity at Prairie Meadows last fall. This trial race yielded 2 qualifiers to the Heritage Place Derby, the 6-horse Dollar Bill and the 3 MFS Cheerio. Under the tutelage of Juan Diaz Jr., Dollar Bill took the restricted Grade 1 TQHA Sale Futurity last year at Retama Park. Another with graded experience hails from the Eddie Willis training stable, MFS Cheerio. Number 1 here on the inside, he prevailed in the 2023 Grade 3 Ruidoso Downs Juvenile Challenge. Just a Redneck Cowboy, winner of the Grade 3 EasyJet last year, is another Jason Olmstead pupil who made the cut. He's number 8 in this trial, which also produced another qualifier, the 4-horse Unrelentless. Conditioned by Eddie Willis, he ran second in the Open Grade 1 Golden State Million Futurity at Los Alamitos. The post-time favorite in the Heritage Place Derby was the 7-horse Dollar Bill.
They're off in the Heritage Place Derby. Quick start, MFS Cheerio, Unrelentless, also right there, Cardiac Cowboy. Outside runners with work to do. And now trying to creep up, here's SC Time to Run, and Dollar Bill now into full gear. Halfway home, Dollar Bill battling for the front with SC Time to Run. Also playing outside, Believe in Perry. SC Time to Run, Dollar Bill, Bobby Noses on the line, too close to call. Photo finish in the Heritage Place Derby.
With Francisco Calderon in the saddle, SC Time to Run wins the Grade 2 Heritage Place Derby by a head for owner Dunn Ranch. Believe in Perry was another head back in third. Unrelentless ran fourth. Bred in Oklahoma by Reliance Ranches, the winner's a gelded son of Apolitical Jess and the AQHA multiple champion Spit Curl Diva. He completed the 400 yards in 19.548 seconds, a 97 speed index. SC Time to Run now has 4 wins in 11 starts and more than $209,000 in earnings. The Remington Park Update is sponsored by Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association, the official representative of quarter horse, paint, and Appaloosa racing in the Sooner State. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and older, went postward in the Grade 1 Junos Request Stakes at 400 yards. The purse, just shy of $103,000. Recent winner of the Easy Date Stakes, number 3, Relentless Diamond, was the public's choice. The second favorite was the 1-horse Flying Sophia, never off the board in 7 races, and winner of the Grade 3 La Fiesta Futurity.
They're off in the Junos Request Stakes. Good start inside. Flying Sophia springs out of there. Here comes Fox News and Relentless Diamond. Now moving up from the middle. One Famous Little Lady. Farther out, Full of Run, Curls Joyful Wagon. It's Flying Sophia on top now by more than a length from the outside. Curls Joyful Wagon making a strong bid. Flying Sophia on the inside will win the Junos Request by 3 parts.
Trained by Mike Joyner, Flying Sophia takes the Grade 1 Junos Request with reigning AQHA champion jockey Francisco Calderon in the irons. Curls Joyful Wagon finished second. Relentless Diamond was third. Owned by Calder and Candy Azell, the filly's a homebred by Flying Cowboy 123 out of Sister Sophia by Big Daddy Cartel. The winner stopped the timer at 19.55 seconds. Good for a 97 speed index. From 8 outings, Flying Sophia now has a record of 5-2-1. She's earned more than $247,000.
Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association encourages the breeding and ownership of Oklahoma-bred horses, promotes and protects racing opportunities in the state, and represents our members' interest at the state capitol. Learn more at oqhra.com.
Flashback was the big horse going into the Debbie Schauf Invitational. He had $2 million in earnings and was coming off 2 Grade 1 wins, one of those, the Champion of Champions at Los Alamitos. But in his 3 previous races at Remington, he had a great record and a lot of money, but each time failed to light the board. Jockey Francisco Calderon was aboard Flashback, who's trained by Heath Taylor. Another invited to the Debbie Schauf Championship was Hooked and Gone, recently second in the Grade 2 Mr. Jetmore Stakes. He's also known for his score in last year's Grade 1 Remington Park Derby. Jockey Justine Klaber had the call from trainer Eddie Willis on Champions Night. Running third in the Champion of Champions was a Trace of Eagle. He made a triumphant return to Oklahoma City in the Grade 2 RP Championship Challenge, followed by a third in the Leo Stakes. A Trace of Eagles trained by Eddie Lee Willis. He was ridden by Shasil Soto. A Legacy of Tales most recently ran second and fourth in restricted graded stakes at Remington. He may like Prairie Meadows a bit more though, having won the Derby Challenge, the Altoona Derby, and the Grade 3 Valley Junction Futurity at the Iowa track. He's trained by Stacy Charette Hill. Christian Escada rode a Legacy of Tales in the Debbie Schauf Invitational. Prior to winning the Grade 1 Leo Stakes at Remington Park, the Swamp made a living in allowance company while bouncing from Los Al to Horseshoe Indianapolis, Remington, Ruidoso, and Albuquerque. Conditioned by Diego Arroyo, the Swamp had Gonzalo Gutierrez in the saddle. Jess Goodwine came into the Debbie Schauf on a 3 graded stakes win streak. The last 2 were at Remington Park, the Grade 2 Mr. Jetmore and the Grade 1 D. Raper Sooner Stakes. Conditioned by Toby Keaton and ridden by Brian Candenosa, Jess Goodwine was the post-time favorite in the $256,000 Grade 1 Debbie Schauf Invitational Championship.
They're off in the Debbie Schauf Remington Park Championship. The Swamp stayed back. Out sharply on the early lead. That is Hooked and Gone. Inside, Just Good Wine rolling. Now takes over. It's Just Good Wine on top by more than a length. Trying to fly outside. A political payoff. Connie Cartel moving up. And Flashback getting a kick late. Final 100. It's Just Good Wine. But here comes Flashback. Here's the line. Just Good Wine and Flashback. Tight.
Owned by Guns Up Racing, Just Good Wine prevails over a solid field in the Debbie Schauf RP Invitational. Flashback lights the board at Remington Park with a strong closing effort into second place. Hooked and Gone finished third. Brian Candenosa, the winning jockey, Toby Keaton, the winning trainer. Just Good Wine was bred in Oklahoma by Flag Ranch, the geldings by Good Season S.A., out of the Mr. Jess Perry mare, Mr. Perry's Wine. With his latest victory, Just Good Wine improves his record to 9-5-1 from 17 starts. He's earned more than $579,000. Just Good Wine, winner of the Debbie Schauf Invitational Championship. That's it for this installment of the Remington Park Update on the home for the biggest races and fastest horses. Thanks for showing up. We're glad you did. I'm Keith Stallbories for RaceView Network.